with... Oh, because nothing died. Oh, God. Oh, beautiful. There we go. That's how this deck is supposed to run. Weird. Today we have another draft. So I'm going to go ahead and activate that draft. I have... Because of this Mastery Pass and the last one gave me draft tokens, neither of which I've needed to use yet. So I've got 2 draft tokens for when I eventually inevitably run out of gems because I'm a loser. I'm sure none of you can understand. I'm sure none of you could ever understand how that feels because you're all winners. Meanwhile, this little goober gremlin is such a try-hard loser. Alright. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Okay. Our rare is Pact Weapon, which honestly I'm not that enthused for in a draft. As long as it's attached to a creature, you don't lose the game for having 0 or less life. Whenever a equipped creature attacks, draw a card and reveal it. The creature gets XX until end of turn. You lose X life or X that card's mana value. Basically, we hit ourselves down to 0. They get rid of the creature because there's none of the things here that has that much resilience, and we die. Ghost Lantern's alright. Ghost Lantern's okay. 1 mana, 1 to equip. If you're sacrificing things or killing things in combat, it'll grow. Otherwise, you can return something from the yard. I like Ghost Lantern a lot. Sepulchre Ghoul can be useful if we get some steely stuff. Sewer Plague's also really nice as removal because it's a little tiny slug legendary. I forget the name of it from Midnight Hunt. Whatever. We took the Ghost Lantern, I guess. All right. I do like me a Kobold Warcaller. Goblin Trap Finder's pretty decent though. And it also wants to die, so maybe Ghost Lantern will help with that. When it dies, seek a creature card with mana value 3 or less. That card perpetually gains haste. Spell costs 2 less to cast, and at the beginning of your run, sacrifice a creature. There's also Minthara the Absolute, which has renamed experience counters. I kind of want Minthara, actually. I kind of really want Minthara. Whenever one or more permanents you control leave the battlefield, perpetually increase intensity and the intensity of the other. Yeah, it's experience counters. Without being a counter, it's experience counters, so you can't proliferate them. Yeah, I'm gonna take Minthara with the rest of the stuff here. Ooh, that's Deadly Dispute. That's a Bronze Walrus. Soldiers of the Watch gets us extra cards to get rid of, but I think we just start with Deadly Dispute. So I really like the card draw. Bronze Walrus, also not to be thrown away here. God, I do like Soldiers of the Watch because it gets us essentially 2 creatures. I'm gonna go with Deadly Dispute. Okay, Gate of the Black Dragon, solid. Valiant Farewell is okay. Lantern of Revealing is okay. Armor of Shadows is alright. Scouting Hawk. Flying when it enters. When it enters, if somebody has more lands, you can Rampant Growth a Plains, which... Okay. I almost want the Gate more. Ranger Squadron... Yeah. Maybe the Scouting Hawk? Just as a 1/1? You know what? I'll try it. I feel like Scouting Hawk with the Ghost Lantern could be pretty funny. Not a terrible run out. Baleful Beholder's alright. Thrakus is pretty good. Owlbear Shepherd is also pretty good from what I've seen. Flaming Fist Officer works really well with the rest of our stuff regarding leaving the battlefield things. This freaking coaster is like magnetized to condensation. Navigation Orb. It's a 5 mana Kodama's Reach. Like, I'm not that enthused. I'll take the Flaming Fist Officer because at least it grows. I'm not super excited by Guardian Naga. Valiant Farewell. Armor of Shadows could be alright. If I want to perhaps edge into another color, maybe I might grab Lurking Roper. I'm gonna hold on to the Lurking Roper just as a possibility for future cards to pull. I'm still liking the Orzhov sacrifice, leave the battlefield stuff though. Ooh. It's another Deadly Dispute, but that's a Grim Wanderer, which works really well with what we're doing. These tools is okay. Flaming Fist Officer, again, pretty solid. Spike Pit Trap is alright. I'm gonna get the Grim Wanderer. That sounds good. I have the Steadfast Paladin, and we can use some 2-drops. Ranger Squadron, we'll see. Ooh, Sepulchre Ghoul, beautiful, beautiful. I guess I'll take the Trap Finder as a possible build into. Your Ambush on the Road could be useful. Manticore, Armor of Shadows. I'll grab the Armor of Shadows, because I feel like a combat trick's going to be more useful. Baleful Beholder is fine as a top end. Especially if we're going wide with creatures already, or if they've got an enchantment we don't like. Because, I mean, enchantments aren't really that common at all in this format, I've found. I'm orange. I'm pink. I match my shirt. Oh, Guardian Naga. Sure, I'll put that on the side. Ooh. This is solid. Okay. Exile all non-token creatures you control, then roll a d20. 1 to 9, return them at the next end step. 10 to 20, return them, exile them again, and then return them at the end step. Okay, so that's hilarious. 55% of the time, you're going to get 2 additional ETBs as opposed to just 1, but this is what we want. That's what we want. Ooh, Skullport Merchant. Oh, God, yes. Oh. Now we just need more stuff to sacrifice. Another lantern would be pretty cool, too. Ooh, Prosperous Innkeeper, maybe? Now, Fashioning, way too expensive. I'll grab the Prosperous Innkeeper for now. Potentially. Another Flaming Fist Officer, or a Navigation Orb. I guess could be okay. We're missing out on a lot of removal, though. Just the officer. Just the officer for now. Because we'll still have stuff leaving the battlefield, I think. Okay. It's a Cleric. Grave Choice. Target opponent sacks a non-token creature. If that creature had a mana value 2 or less, conjure a duplicate of it into your hand. That duplicate perpetually gains and be cast. Okay. That's not terrible. Chartland Dragon is okay as top end. Grey Slot. Not super excited by Grey Slot. Celestial Unicorn. We don't have enough life gain for it. Maybe we'll just take the Grave Choice. Make them sack a thing, and if it's small, then we get a copy of it. It's freaking Coaster, man. It's not being nice to me. I feel like your Ambush on the Road might actually be pretty useful in this deck. Or in this what I've got so far. I like Armor of Shadows. I'll try Armor of Shadows for once. Ghost Lantern could be good. Steadfast Paladin with Ghost Lantern especially, or... ooh, that's another Paladin. See the Iron Golem, which could also be funny. I think just a Steadfast Paladin. Yep. Get some lifelink in here. Why did I think that Sepulchre Ghoul is a 3-drop? Huh. It's another Deadly Dispute. It's an Icewind Stalwart. Ooh, what other ETBs do I really have? Scouting Hawk. Exit the battlefield triggers with Flaming Fist Officer. Merchant. I don't know, I think I kind of just want the other Deadly Dispute. Yeah. Get some consistency. Ooh, Lulu. I like Lulu. Attack with 1 or more, you gain that much life. Opponent loses that much life and you gain that much life. Oh. You gain twice of... Okay, okay. I see. I'm gonna grab Lulu. I'll grab a single Icewind Stalwart then. I'll get a 3rd Flaming Fist Officer. Why not? Valiant Farewell. Okay, okay, that works. I guess Blur, if we're doing some ETB stuff. I'll take the Navigation Orb, if it's gone this far without being picked. Maybe we'll use the one of. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so we've got Nefarious Imp, which likes things leaving. We've got Rasad, which is in itself a, essentially Banisher Priest. That is in Yamanartok. Sack of food, draft from the spell book. When you do, add 3 blue. Spend it only to cast blue creature spells. Yeah, there's a ton of cards in this thing. I'm not gonna splash into that for this. Rasad's good though. Rasad's good. Ooh, it's a Grim Bounty. Get in the deck. We need the removal. Rescue Chewinga. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I do see the Shambling Gas we're going to miss out on, but got that Rescue Chewinga for some excellent... Why is... All of this is so low. But yeah, Chewinga for some excellent leave the battlefield effects. Or just to reactivate ETBs. Ooh. Oh, it's a vampire spawn. I think that's exactly what I want here. We are going real heavy on the 3-drop slot, though. I need to keep that in mind. I think having Baleful Beholder at the top end is pretty good. Grave Choice is probably alright. Cast Down. Solid removal. It's also Devoted Paladin, but that's such good removal. I can't pass it up. Konya. 2 mana, 2/3 does stuff. I really like the Konya. Holy crap. Yep. Ooh, Black Dragon. Black Dragon or Chain Devil. I feel like those are my options. I don't have, like, hardly any ramp, really. I think maybe Chain Devil is the choice, but no. I'll take the single Black Dragon. Shambling Ghast. Beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, now I'm gonna need to start taking some stuff out at this point. There's a lot of stuff I need to take out. Oh god. Fairy Simp. I'll get the Dust Guard. That's got an ETB that I would love to abuse. Ambush on the Road. Armor of Shadows could also be okay. Chewinga stays. Valiant Farewell does draw a card. Does replace itself. I think the Sepulchre rule 1 of is probably fine. Take an additional Armor of Shadows just in case. Cast down Deadly Dispute. Yep. Wing Fist Officer is fine. 1 of Cridle, maybe? Armor of Shadows, sure. Armor of Shadows, oh my god. And Demogorgon's Clutches, okay. Alright. So... let's... Alright. Okay. Let's get rid of everything. Just get rid of everything real quick. Okay. Hard removal. Just get out of here, stuff. You are excellent. Grim Bounty is beautiful. Other really good things. Skullport Merchant is great. Shambling Gas with Deadly Disputes. That's a standard deck. Rescuer Chewinga's fun. Rasad can be good. Lazel's Acrobatics for ETB effects. Dust Guard. Grim Wanderer because we're going to be sacking stuff. I'll take you and you for top end. Minthar because stuff's going to be leaving. Ghost Lantern because we want to be reanimating stuff. Grave Choice. I like you. Viconia, you're going in. Scouting Hawk works. Lulu works. Stalwart. A couple of Flaming Fist officers, and that might be the deck. Although the Sepulchre Ghoul could be useful as well. What am I missing out on? Steadfast Paladins? Do I have much life gain outside of them? Also, how many creatures does this have? 16? I think I want to go a little higher on creatures. Actually. Of course, Grave Choice can get me a creature. Deadly Dispute draws into stuff, but I kind of need stuff for it to draw. I think Dust Guard is great. Shambling Gas is perfect. I might just run this. I might just run this. Where's my removal? We got Cast Down. We got Grave Choice. We got Grim Bounty. I might just try running this. Other ETBs that I don't know about. Your Ambush is a bit of a rescue. This rewards us for stuff leaving. Do I even want Viconia? What do you do? So we can exile stuff from graveyards, which, sure. Conjure a duplicate of target card, exile this creature into your hand. The duplicate perpetually gains. You may spend manas over any color, and when this... Okay, so that only happens once. But we can still keep exiling things from graveyards. If it has mana value 3 or less, you put it onto the battlefield. Oh! Okay, so when we specialize into white Viconia, we just get a 3 or less onto the field immediately. Blue, instant or sorcery as well. Gets 1/0 and haste. Gets 2/2. But we're probably not going to be doing that. And then this leech is 2 life. I'm not that big on Viconia, actually. Trade that for a Sepulchre Ghoul. And do I want something for the other Flaming Fist Officer, maybe? We got a lot of creatures, and I'm actually pretty happy with that. Those are non-creatures. I think I'm happy with this. I think I'm happy with this. Okay. What are we naming it? What are we naming it? We'll do something about, like, Dancing in the Void. Void Waltz. That's it. Void Waltz. There we go. This'll do. We've got no double whites. We got a few double blacks. That's why we got a little extra on the swamps there. Yeah, I think this is good. I think this is fine. We've got 1 return from the graveyard spell. Did I remember? With the lantern. I wish I had more, but this is fine. This is fine. I wish I had an additional land, but we might try into it. I'm gonna put the Shambling Gas down first. Next, I could drop and equip the lantern if I wanted to. Blue, you say? Okay. Blue green. Ooh. Let's just go with the Shambling Ghast, I guess. I'm not gonna drop this yet. Blue, green, red. Interesting. Well, mana value 2 or less. Okay, I do actually kind of like Grave Choice here. Just to get rid of it. Or I could Flaming Dust Guard. Ghost Lantern. I think... She's going to attack with the Shambling Gas. They're going to take the 1. I'm going to hold up Grave Choice for when they cast an Expel or attack with the Soul Knife Spy. Yep. Make you sacrifice it. Or they counter this, and that's also fine. Alright, sacrifice. And I know I don't get it, because it's not mana value, yada yada, but here we are. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and Scouting Hawk. Get myself a Plains onto the field tapped. Hold back. And now we've got Ghost Lantern available for when they, if they attack with Amber. Oh! Okay. So that's a little dangerous. Minsk and Boo. That might need to be dealt with. Hmm.
Large and in charge.
Is that the guy who voices... Fuck. Whatever. I'm gonna need to get rid of that hamster. Thinking. Let's see. Let's just drop the Shambling Gas for now. I'll get a treasure token. That's fine. Exile target creature your opponent controls until this creature leaves the battlefield. Okay. And at the beginning of your upkeep. Alright. So let's just force him to get rid of it for now. Let's swing you in. And I could drop the Dust Guard. I could hold up Ghost Lantern to get back the Shambling Ghast. Or to get back Rasad. That's also true. That has haste. It's probably going to swing in. Because they're going to put counters on it. Or they might just put counters on the Ambergris. Nope, doing the same thing. Ah. Okay. So that becomes tapped. Gotcha, gotcha. This is gonna hurt a lot. This is gonna hurt a lot. Oh! Okay, they didn't attack at all. Interesting. Well... let's... Dusk Guard. I think that's okay. And then we've got Lae'zel's Acrobatics, which is also fine. We've got 6, so the Scouting Hawk's not going to get us any more lands. To any target. Okay, so they're going to sacrifice Boo. Nice. Let's roll the dice. We're going to take 7 here, probably, because, you know, Lae'zel's Acrobatics stuff. Are they going to counter this? Doesn't look like it. Whoo! Getting those abilities in. Okay, so we get that, and... so, it's just going to be flickered, essentially. So I might as well just do the thing that doesn't have the ETB. It does have haste. I probably could have done the Juvenile Mist Dragon. Oh, it did make that ability fizzle, though. So that's not too bad. So we might take 7. I know my stuff's coming back at the end step. I think I'll probably just Ghost Lantern the Shambling Ghast back. Yep. Ghost Lantern, Shambling Ghast back. Awesome. Resolve. And we're going to go ahead and get rid of... Yeah, Juvenile Mist Dragon. Why not? The next creature I cast is going to get 3 power. Ooh, that's not terrible. Okay. We'll do Vampire Spawn. It's gonna be a 5/3 now. That'll drain a little bit, which is good. Do that. Probably just equip it to the bird. Just to have it. Get the Shambling Ghast out. Okay. Swing both of these at Minsk and Boo. See if they want to trade with anything. I think probably... Shocking Grasp, that's fine, sure. Scouting Hawk's still gonna get a counter, most likely. Okay, that's fine. Also, there's still no sound effects. We have a 2/2 flyer now, though. That's good. Now, they can still put 3 counters on something. We might end up just Baleful Beholdering. Or I might deadly dispute the Shambling Ghast for a treasure so that we go out even, and that puts a counter on the Scouting Hawk. Then we'll do Baleful Beholder to give everything Menace. What is the art on that? Is that a romance novel? Are you checking out a romance novel from the library, young gnome, young halfling? That's hilarious. Then they put something at the bottom. I don't think they need to show us. So if they get rid of Rasad, they could tap down the Vampire Spawn or the Scouting Hawk. It would put another counter on the Scouting Hawk, though. God, Ghost Lantern's so fun. I wish I had more Shambling Ghast. I wish I had more Vampire Spawns. I'll probably just take the damage here, I think. They do have 6 mana open if they sack the Barbarian. A creature I control dies. Okay. An Ambergris may discard your hand and draw 2. Okay, so they're getting 2 more. Mayhaps this be a Miriam. Another... Nope, they control Z. Okay, they undid that. And I don't know what happened in the last update, but these sound bugs are so odd. I think I'll take the 3. You can't specialize at instant speed. Yeah, that's fine. Discarding the hand? Perhaps? So I'm not going to throw Rasada in front of you. No, I'm probably just going to take the 3. Because then it only puts me down to 19. So they're deciding to keep their hand. No blocks. Come hit me. Beautiful. So I bet I can get rid of Minsk and Boo this turn, unless I get rid of my Scouting Hawk. So it's only up to 2, but then I would need to get rid of Boo as well, because that's a 4/4. Okay, that's fine. Count 3 counters on nothing. You battlefield. Oh, okay. So the -2 would still, or the -1 wouldn't do anything. So I'll just get a treasure from that. Yep, no equipped creature. So that's fine. Ooh. Okay. We are going to hold on to Cast Down, actually. I'm just going to put Ghost Lantern on you for now. We can do Deadly Dispute and Cast Down both at instant speed. Oh, legendary creature. Okay. We're going to take some pain, for sure, but it's not advantageous for us to get the Beholder out just... Well, maybe it is. Yeah, let's just get the Beholder out. Just to have a 6/5. Sack an enchantment, sure. We can't attack with Menace anyway. Okay, so if the Beholder dies, we get to counter on the spawn. Do we want to block 7 damage? And this is cast out as non-legendary, so we can't even kill Boo with it. Boy, what I would do for a Grim Bounty. My turn. Okay. Let's see. I'll drop the Sepulchre Ghoul. Counterspell? Nope. Okay. Let's swing both of these into Minsk and Boo. Just want that thing gone. We'll see if they want to cast down. I'm probably going to sacrifice the Deadly Dispute for the Ghoul. Or with the Ghoul. Okay. Doing that as well. So then let's sacrifice the Beholder. Because that's actually just going to die. So we draw 2 and get a treasure. Counterspelled, fine. In that case, screw it, kill your dragon too. Resolve. And yep, so no, that didn't have trample, so no damage goes through. I'm really disappointed we lost the Deadly Dispute. I could have used the card draw. Second creature, yep, it's going to deal 7. They're going to draw 7. Because it was a hamster. I'm glad they're not attacking with it, though. Really? 7 to that? Okay. What other plans do you have? Farita's Fireball? You only have 1 red. No, you got 2 red. Okay, well, you have 3 red. I don't know why you would sack that, though. Huh. What is your plan here, Stratcast? God, this sound bug is just atrocious. Pop these up a bit, maybe? Like... Okay, so we got the ambiance. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, I want to kill Minsk and Boo. I really, truly do. And they're going to get rid of Barbarian, which is great. Which means we can Grim Wanderer this turn. So we got a 7-5 and a 5-3. Unless they counter this. They got all the cards in the world in their hand. May cast it as long... Wait. Exile spell, then yada yada. Okay, so they're stealing my thing. Holy crap, so they basically have a 4-4 trample haste every turn. Rough. Oh, God. How am I still at 19? Like... Jesus. They got my Grim Wanderer, they got a young blue dragon. Charmed Sleep, sure. We lost our friggin' Beholder, so we can't get rid of enchantments anymore. The +1 gives Trample and Haste. Which, honestly, you could probably just slap on the blue dragon. Or they're planning on sacking the hamster again. So they're at 14? Okay. You know what? Regrettably, I've gotta return Vampire Spawn. Bring this back down. Do more. And screw it. Pop that back onto the Vampire Spawn. So we gained a little bit of life. Got rid of their enchantment. I wanted to get the Ghost Lantern back on because I might end up chumping with the Chewinga. I love everything about this art, by the way. That is so cool. The like whole oak branch, rabbits. The style is just so like, it's so soft. It's like a child's storybook. The mask is cool. The entire straw outfit. Oh, it's an elemental. That's not even an outfit. That's just it. Interesting. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh. Skullport Merchant. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hold back. I mean, I might as well. Just to block things. Huh. Is this sack another creature? It's sack another creature or treasure. Damn it. Which means I can't sack the Chewinga and itself to grow the Vampire Spawn big enough to kill the hamster. I mean, they would get the frickin' hamster back anyway. I don't know why they're not attacking with a dragon. Deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it if the top card of the library is a non-land, otherwise you may mill it. I mean, why not put the count... Oh my god. That +1 is... Oh, it's a 5 mana thing. Oh, okay. Or the Planeswalker. For some reason, I thought it was a 3 mana Planeswalker. I was like, that's fucking busted. Nope, just 5. Gonna sack again. Okay. To any target. Oh, you're sacking that. Okay. Yeah, screw it. I don't want you to draw cards. I will draw a card instead. Flaming Fist Officer. Not nearly as useful as I would like. But if we equip the Ghost Lantern to it, then anytime something leaves and or dies slash... Oh, God, Nira. I think we're dead. I think we're pretty much dead. Although we're still at 21 life. Like, this person isn't attacking. There's my Grim Wanderer. Put on the bottom of its owner's library. If you do reveal a card from the top to a non-land card, you may cast a card without paying its mana cost. But, oh, it's any spell. It's not even just like match the mana value. Sure. Oh, you may. You may. Got it. Okay, so there's the blue dragon. It's fine. Flaming Fist Officer. We're gonna go ahead and put Ghost Lantern on it. Swamp, sure. Yeah, there's not much else I can do at this point. It's gonna hurt. I mean, that's all I can say. Mansion of Revealing. Sure. It's... He has a card without paying its mana cost, but the rest of the bottom of the library once each turn. Yeah, I'm gonna pop the Skullport Merchant in front of Boo, and then we're gonna sacrifice the Chewinga, I guess. Try and block 4 damage here. 2 counters on the Flaming Fist Officer. Oh, I don't need more land! Okay, so we are at dead. We're basically dead looking at this board. My turn. Yep, that's good game. I'm not even gonna try. Sure, we had a 6/6, but they had a 2/7 to block with. They just... Minsk and Boo really won them that game, I think. Okay. Let's take a look at this. I'm gonna drop the Sepulchre Ghoul. Bring a Steadfast Paladin in. Do we need an Armor of Shadows? We might. Lulu's nice. Black Dragon would have been useful. Actually, maybe not the Steadfast Paladin. Do we put something else in instead? No, I just... No, I think, well... What did I just take out? Sepulchre Ghoul? Okay. Your Emberstone on the Road could be fine. I don't know what I would swap it in for, though. We're gonna try it like this. I'm not a huge fan of the Sepulchre Ghoul. It's so hard to say. Not a huge fan of the Sepulchre Ghoul in this, this deck. It's a mashup of cards that I just sought out and placed in front of me. Ugh. I'll keep it. I gotta cast down. I have turn 4. Well, we've got a Scouting Hawk too, so that's not horrible. Riveteer Sleeves, noise. Paladin, okay. We've got plenty of lands. I think I'll take the 2 from the Paladin for now. They don't have anything down that would trigger off of life gain yet. I'm not going to play the Scouting Hawk yet. I think I'm just going to hold on for cast down. Oh! Well, in that case, yeah, I'll get rid of the Paladin then. At least they didn't gain life this... At least they didn't gain life this time. Jesus. Scouting Hawk is fine. Ramps us up a bit, and then we'll play land anyway. Give me planes. There we go. So I can get the Beholder down, and that'd be fine. I'll take the 2. I'll keep my flyer. That's a plains. You know what? I'll swing in with the Scouting Hawk. Get the Beholder down. Just as a 6/5, I guess. Then we've still got Steadfast Paladin, Stalwart, Deadly Dispute. I don't know, second enchantment. I've got a 6/5. That's really all I need at the moment. Okay. Icewind Stalwart would just do the Beholder's thing again. So I'm just going to swing in with both and see what happens. In that case, I'm just going to sack it. Because if it's going to die anyway, it's going to die anyway. Oh, we got our our Minthara. Beautiful. And then, yeah, I might as well get the Paladin out. I got no other use for that treasure at the moment. One more permanent. Oh, it works with treasures too. Whenever you have permanents leave, perpetually increase the intensity. Ooh, that looks like a Rasad target, my friend. Which, we've got plenty of mana. I might just take it. And then we're going to specialize into white to make that thing a 1/1 when it does inevitably leave. We'll swing in with everything. If they kill the Paladin, we grow Minthara. Cheers. Loses all abilities and becomes a 1/1. Beautiful. One, two, three, four, five, six. This only does one thing, and you are not a warrior. I'm gonna hold back Minthara, though. Swing with the rest. I could still just flicker Rasad. Or if it dies, then we get another counter with Minthara. I wish Icewind Stalwart was a flash ability, but oh well. Oh. Oh, I see you're just chumping the Rasad. Interesting. What's getting what? Blue's getting first? I wish I could tell what got what. What's... Oh, okay. No, it just says who's targeted. Okay. Then... I'm gonna get rid of the Rasad first. They're gonna get their 1/1 back. I get a bunch of stuff. Resolve that. Go to damage. Go to damage. I knew that one was getting first strike. Okay, so blue is the first option. Then I will Flaming Fist Officer and Vampiric Spawn. There we go. Okay, now that I actually have Minthara, things are working out. Belt of Giant Strength, you say? X less to cast for X is the power of the creature target, so that would cost 8 to equip it to you and 9 to equip it to you. Okay. We're gonna Flaming Fist Officer. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we still got more lands anyway. Going to... Might as well just do this for the treasure, which will trigger Minthara. We're gonna Icewind Stalwart, Vampire Spawn, get more life. Only once each turn, that's fine. That's honestly fine. Still have big stuff coming in. And even if this one gets killed by both of these, then the other Flaming Fist Officer grows. And I do not want to risk them having some kind of trick to kill Minthara, because this is a +3/+0 buff to the entire party. Dreadland Orm? Sure. I'm okay with that trade. Nothing that I have can't block this Dreadland Orm yet, until they get rid of Minthara. Line up a shot, just to draw a card. Mike and Id. Cool, 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 cool. Then let's swing... Let's swing with everything except Minthara. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're probably going to get rid of the Flaming Fist Officer, but if they've got to block all 3 of these on the ground. Or at least... Yeah, they have to block all 3 on the ground. Otherwise they're dead because the Scouting Hawk's a 4/1. And the Minthara is going to buff. Oh, and because nothing died. Oh, 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 God. Oh, beautiful. There we go. That's how this deck is supposed to run. Weird. I am happy I took out the Sepulchre Ghoul because I think I've got enough leave the battlefield stuff. I don't need to sacrifice anything. That's where the sound went. Let me just double check this deck again. Guardian Naga could be possibly useful as a top end late game play. I don't know what I would swap out for it though. I like pretty much everything here. I don't think the Guardian Naga is that important. As we just saw. It would be nice, but overall, underwhelming, I think. I guess the volume comes back whenever it damn well feels like it. I'm tempted to keep it. We've got 2 of our removals. We just need a single white for anything. Screw it. Deadly Dispute and being back on lands when the opponent is playing blue is not promising. An immediate Cridle. Okay, we do have Shambling Gas, Deadly Dispute combo, which is pretty sweet. For some reason, I'm sensing a Demogorgon's Clutches. Nope, Soul Knife Spy. It's also fine. I'm gonna hold my turn and pass. Whenever you attack, you may pay 2. If you do, something gets unblockable. Let's go ahead and Grave Choice right now. I guess I could have done this when they had spent their 2 mana to make something unblockable, but then they would probably just let it go. Okay. Sacrificing the Spy, which is fine. What does this do? That player loses 1, mills 1, you gain 1, and scry 1. That's fine. Do you still have Grim Bounty? Why does it get Zerai? Beautiful. Beautiful. Becomes blocked. Okay. Swinging, because I'm not planning on this thing surviving this turn. Boosh. That. Then you know what? I think I need the treasure to play the Scouting Hawk. Okay. Never mind, I didn't need the treasure. At all. They're at 4, though. I might as well. It'll still ramp me ahead. Plains, please. Then I'll play this Plains. Okay. So again, we're going to take some pain. That's fine. Make me sacrifice my bird. So it doesn't need to make anything unblockable because I have no blockers. Oh, Minthara. Well, my lantern is still in here somewhere. Not that worried. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna Flaming Fist, and then the other Flaming Fist. Okay, okay. So this is happy to block either of the two. Of course, paying 2 here makes one of them unblockable, and then paying 2 to Krydle makes the other unblockable, so... Maybe I just Grim Bounty something, though. Okay, that's fine. Still milling and stuff. They're at 2 mana. I don't know of any 2 mana counter spells in this. Nope, they don't have any mana anymore. Okay. Let's go Swamp. I will... Is this? It's just once each turn. Just gonna get rid of you now. And that'll make a treasure for me. And then I can... Another creature control leaves the battlefield. Okay. Swing in like that. And that's fine. Then I'm holding up Rescuer Twinga to return the Flaming Fist Dust Guard. Okay, yeah. Is that still going to be 2? Are they paying it? They paid it, which is fine. So Chwinga's a 3/2. I'm going to return the Dust Guard. Then 4, 5, 6, 7. Black Dragon's going to drop on Krydle's head unless they counter it. Which would be a damn shame. That is... Oh. I'm dead in 2 turns. Unless I do this. So I have to do the black... Oh! It enters. Get rid of Krydle. Beautiful. Still can't block with the Gazzerai. Or can't block the Gazzerai still because of Thieves' Tools. And Blue Dragon, sure. Hits for 2. It's fine. Soul Knife Spy. It's fine. Okay. Swamp. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Flaming Fist Dusk Guard. Beholder. Giving all menace. Because they have no enchantments. 4, 7, 10, I guess. And then if they make Soul Knife Spy unblockable, ooh, whenever you attack. Okay, yeah. Yep, that's good game. Damn it. They had 2 Krydles. Didn't see it coming. Sometimes the timing just doesn't work out. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay. I wish I had Patriarch's Humiliation, whatever that one is. Target creature you control to its owner's hand. Konya would have done nothing. Single Demogorgon's Clutches really wouldn't have done anything. Maybe I do want the 1-of Guardian Naga. Because I'm pretty regularly getting to 7 mana in the course of the game. Rasad's nice. Lulu's actually pretty useful as well. So many of these things are actually pretty solid. I like the 1-of Ghost Lantern. I need early plays. I want to get the Guardian Naga in, but I don't know where to put it in. Lulu's like just fine. And the black one is gain that much, lose that much. Okay. What does it become when it's vengeful? Oh my god. I think I'm going to keep the Grim Wanderer. Honestly, the choices to get rid of for the Guardian Naga are Lulu and the Grim Wanderer. When it dies, makes a 4/1 with Menace is the black one. I really do want another big top-end card to grow into. Especially having Skullport Merchants, Deadly Disputes, Shambling Ghasts, Scouting Hawk, all those for ramp. Do I need the 1-of Steadfast Paladin? Maybe I don't need the Steadfast Paladin. I'm gonna... no. Screw it. We'll see how this does. Dropping the Steadfast Paladin for the big ol' snake. I'm very curious to see how that ends up. We're at 1 and 2. I mean, I kind of don't care at this point. I would like for this to be much better than it is, but... there's only so much I can do. Oh my god, why are you setting me up against Mythic again? Magic! Arena, come on! And give me no turn 1 or 2 plays. Well, I guess we got Chewinga for a turn 2 play. Interesting. Or Shambling Gas is a turn 2 play. Interesting. Send in the Shambling Ghast. And... Lulu? So the next thing that enters gets flying. Which might end up being Skullport Merchant. That's fine too. Merchant, I guess. A 1/4 flyer is pretty good. Swing in. I think I might maybe pop the Chewinga in. Another permanent you control to its own. Oh, it is another permanent. Ooh. Okay, okay. That's fine. Pass to attackers. White. White just in case. Auto pay. Let's return Lulu. Okay. And then we've got Scouting Hawk to get me another plains. Drop this swamp. And I'll swing in with the Skullport Merchant because I have it available. We'll chump the Shambling Ghast in front of the Paladin. sack it to the Skullport Merchant. Ooh, I hate seeing you. But I've got a Grim Bounty for just such an occasion. Treasure. And we can get rid of Morden's Disciples now. Send in Holophant. Next thing gets flying. Drop that. Swing wide because we can. Then you know what? Flying Grim Wanderer. So much in the air! The next turn I can just specialize Lulu into white? Destroy the Grim Wanderer? Sure. Sure. Or if I draw an appropriate black card, I could go into that one as well, but I'm just going to take the 4. Fading Fist Tuskguard, that's fine. Ooh. Let's go into black. Yep. Make you lose the life and I'll gain the life. Swing... Actually, you know what? I'll hold the Chwinga back. So they're gonna lose... It's other flyers. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, I'll hold the Chwinga back to chump block and sack. Hold of the planes just in case. So they probably really want to get rid of Lulu. Let's go ahead and sacrifice, and I feel like removing the target will make that fizzle, right? Sure. Seek a card. Ooh, Lae'zel's Acrobatics. That's actually pretty useful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Beautiful. Put that in front of the Paladin. Go ahead and sack it. Beautiful. Flaming Fist Officer. Here we go. Swing in there. Lae'zel's Acrobatics would be good to get a couple of treasures back, and possibly 8 planes off Scouting Hawk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8. Nope, never mind. Just 8. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Go ahead and block there. Lae'zel's Acrobatics. Flicker everything. Roll 4. Okay, they just returned once. That's fine. 1 extra treasure is all I need. And no counters on the thing because it's gone. We're going to take 3 because the 5 is blocked. These returns. We've still got everything else. Get a treasure from the merchant. I was hoping for a second treasure from it, but eh. It's at 55-45. Anyway. Do that. Okay. Anything in the graveyard that I want back? The Wanderer could be good. There's that instant speed as well. Play the planes. Swing in. And I would happily sack the Hawk to kill the Valor Singer. Okay. Officer. Triggers that. Do they trade? Ooh, Minthara. Might be a little late for you at this point, ma'am. Beautiful. Now I think I want a Ghost Lantern, actually. If I do that, I could get Lulu back. I wouldn't be able to cast her. Grim Wanderer would be a solid get. And I can play it this turn because something died. Unfortunately, I can't play the Ghost Lantern just yet. But I do got a solid threat. If they don't kill this Grim Wanderer... Wait. Goblins you control get haste and yada yada. Okay. If I block the 4, I'll take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If I block the goblin, I'll take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I blocked the goblin. Unless they have a way to give it first strike, that would be extremely disappointing though. Yep, yep. Extra damage, extra damage. Oh. Oh, the surprise you hear something. Oh. Well played, opponent. Well played. Well played. And unfortunately, that's a 1 and 3 for us. Even with no volume. Oh crap. Oh crap, I thought this deck was better than that.